modeled our roof. Now when we represent that in 3D, we see that it is cutting through some of our walls. We're using this side, so we see the blue line, that's our pitching plane. So we're seeing that this side is sitting where it should, but this side is cutting through the walls and is slightly lower than the walls. That's correct, but we now need to make the walls lower. Now to make this really easy, what we really should do is group together all of our exterior walls and group together all of our interior walls. What we want to do is we want to trim, or the technical term is solid element operate, to make these walls cut by the roof. So I have it here. This is called our solid element operations, but the other way of finding it is under design. Design, solid element operations. And we can leave this open on our screen if we want to. It's a floating palette. We can dock it if we want to. I don't leave it open because it will just take up real estate. So I close it down when I'm not using it. But this is very, very important we get it right. And I'll try to explain the best way that I understand it. When we select the roof, in this case, the roof is our operator. The roof is operating on the walls. Another way of saying that, the roof is the operator, the doctor, the one with the knife, the surgeon. The roof is operating. So we use the roof, we select the roof, and then we click on it. Now I haven't grouped together all of my walls. It would be smart to do that. In this case, it doesn't matter if we select too many walls. So I can actually click on the wall tool, press Ctrl A, that's choosing all of the walls, and I can do this all simultaneously. So I can select all of these walls, even if they're not relevant, and now these are my targets. What do I mean by that? Again, the doctor analogy. The walls are getting cut with the knife, with the doctor's knife. The roof is the operator, the walls are the target. So we have 30 targets stored, that's all of the walls. We have one operator, that's the roof. Now which operation do we want? Which way do we want the walls to be chopped? Do we want them to be subtracted? The little diagram explains this pretty well. So that would mean that the roof would just cut out a hole in the wall. We don't want that. And we don't want the bottoms of the walls to be chopped off. No, we want the top of the walls to be chopped off. So that one's called subtraction with upward extrusion. So everything above the roofing plane is going to get chopped. Use own attributes is important in this case, and execute. That's now chopped away every one of those walls. Now the extra special thing about this process is that it's a relationship. We see that those walls are chopped to define by the roof, but what we could also do is we could change the relationship between it and they would stay in relationship. So I could go into my roof setting and I could change that now to 10 degrees. And that would continue to cut those walls lower so that they stay in a relationship with the roof. The only way I can void that relationship is to delete the roof or the walls or cut away, move it somewhere else. So cut and paste. That would void the relationship. But as long as they stay, even if I was to move it away and then move it back or undo it in this case, that would still stay in relationship.